Good to see you.
Hello, it's good to see you too again. How are you? I'm doing great, thank you. What about you?
I am very excited and happy to have you here and
Thanks.
to go over more of your experience and how everything has been on this journey that we've been through together. How?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm really happy to have you here and to hear some more about and share it. So
thank you so much.
I think let's perhaps just start off with, getting giving a brief overview of who you are, telling a bit more about yourself and perhaps your journey so far.
Yeah, well, that's a very interesting question. Yeah, so I'm Anthony. I'm 26 years old. I'm from Guatemala. For the last years, I've been struggling a lot, finding my purpose and my way in life. I felt kind of lost because I wasn't sure on what I wanted and who I was, and I didn't know where to go. So I had big dreams, but I was just like a dreamer because I was never like taking action. And it was so frustrating because I was doing exactly the opposite things of what I wanted. So in university, I studied accounting. So I'm good at it, but this was not what I wanted. This was my father wanted me to do. So I always felt guilt because I was not being true to myself and I was doing something that I didn't connect with. But I didn't know what to do in life, so I couldn't blame my father because I just studied something because I was supposed to, kind of. So, in the last 2 years, I've been trying to work on myself, and then I found you, and then I really started working on myself and getting to know myself. So this is a little bit about me. Yeah.
No, amazing. Um, yeah. So what was the channel's name up until you said like medley method? I assume this is through the content. Uh,
Yeah.
what was like the journey up until that point now?
Yeah, so the first thing I started doing was looking for content on Instagram that resonates with me, or what I needed, because actually it was mostly what I needed to hear because I wanted to learn from people who were like on the journey because I was just starting. So I wanted to meet people like who were like-minded and were also on the journey and were like ahead. And then I truly resonated with a lot of your content because I find it very valuable. And I was like, yeah, this is the mindset I want to have. And he's someone who inspires me to be a better version of myself, and it's like a living proof or testimonial of it. So a lot of content was showing up on my feed, which was related to self growth, self development, and finding purpose. So that was how I found you. Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah, and I remember as well. It's like it's not that honored, of course,
Yeah.
but it's knowing how things change, and now we're here, right? And it's like, yeah, I think that was really good brief background of what led up to that point. But bit back and kind of like keeping that in mind of where you were and your generation. That
Mhm.
I wanted, you know, more. We want to speak closer to what we have. Right?
Yeah.
How has that manifested itself? Where do you find yourself now?
Okay, so it's just so hard to express it with words because it's not that long ago, but I'm a total different person now. Um, like what I said at the beginning was my old self. I was also procrastinating. I was just lost in life. I didn't have any structure. I was depressed. I had depression, diagnosed depression, and I was anxiously attached. So I was someone who was very insecure, and I didn't know myself. I was always taking the time to get to know others, and I was giving a lot to others because I was expecting them to fill my voids. So And right now I'm someone who's totally different. It's just like really the opposite. I'm still on progress. It's not perfect yet, but right now I'm securely attached. I'm someone who is very secure. I know how to communicate my needs, what I like, what I don't like. I also learned to set boundaries. I also found myself and I got to know myself, and I'm falling in love with the person that I'm becoming. And this is something I really treasure from the program, that I got to know myself on a very deep level. I became my best friend actually through all the questions and all the journaling. And this is a gift that I take with myself because I realize that the great company I am, and I don't know, life is just easier, like, but I'm different. That's it. I'm different. Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah, it really isn't that long ago, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been amazing following your journey, being on the sidelines and going through to uh I mean, obviously it's been a program that has had a lot of efforts and work had to it, but it's still it's been guided. We've been on it together in a way, and we've been doing the
Yeah.
course. We start before jumping into the experience, Brad, I feel like this is a very good time to ask the question of
Mm.
how do you feel, or what role has played to, you know, have this program, but also like supported through the journey and has someone to share it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is a great question. Actually, I think for me it was a game changer having you by my side and guiding me, because sometimes we don't even know where to start. So we know that we want to change, we know that we want to do better, but we don't know where to start, and we don't know what to do or or what to ask ourselves. And like the questions you were giving me, because I was feeling stuck sometimes, and then I could always ask you, and you were always there, like supporting me. So this was really like a bridge for me to become the version of me that I want to be, because sometimes I was just lost, and if I was alone, then yeah, if I were alone, I couldn't have done it, because yeah, I mean, or if maybe I could have, but it would have taken longer, because I really didn't know where to start. And I didn't feel alone, because there was somebody there who was also on the journey before. So like you could understand what I was going through. So then I felt understood, and yeah. Yeah, that's how it helped. Yeah, yeah.
It's been so amazing from the journey. Yeah, which is something that was a bit and everyone is asking about it about. But yeah, you mentioned like because let's dive into some of the pros with those good program. And I mean, we could definitely start our thoughts about this energy you've gotten from really very good that we've talked about. I think this is a great place to start off. Like, it hasn't been that easy, right?
Mhm.
I would love to hear some more about like these obstacles and how you came through them and how you overcome them.
Yeah, yeah, totally. So there were many, to be honest. Yeah, as every journey has its ups and downs. Um, I think personally, the biggest obstacle was myself, because sometimes I was against myself, and I had some resistance towards changing and becoming better. And I think it's because my nervous system was used to chaos. So unconsciously I didn't want to change. And then I was putting up excuses like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, or this question is difficult, I'm gonna do it later. Or I was just postponing things because I was avoiding the work, and I was avoiding going deeper, because deep inside I knew the answers, but I didn't want to answer, because that would mean that I had to take action. One clear example in this was like, one question that really marked myself was like, what is something dragging you down, or like getting you far from the version of you that you want to be? And I knew that it was my circle of really close people to me. And I knew it. I knew the answer, but I just didn't want to write it down because I knew it meant that I had to do something about it. And feeling alone was also another obstacle because I got to know myself on a deeper level, but at the same time, I was um, going away from people who were just like draining me. Yeah, yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
really resonate with that because such a big part of, I mean, what's not knowing? And
Mm.
it's great to have some nudging in well so you come closer to the answer music.
Yeah.
So instead of me saying why you should,
Uh,
what has the experience then been acknowledging these scary decisions and means
yeah.
has it led to?
Yeah. So I think um I could so I could go through them first because I was open enough to share it with you. And so then you gave me your insight and that really helped because then I was like, "Ah, yeah, this is what I'm going through. It's exactly what I'm going through." So I felt understood, and that made a big difference because then I knew like, yeah, I'm on the right path because this happens when you are becoming a better version of yourself. You start to become somebody different, so you attract different, and you pull away from people or situations that are not aligned anymore. So it has all of this has led me to alignment in my life because um now I'm asking myself intentionally, like, is this situation, is this person, is this opportunity getting me closer to where I want to be? And then, like, based on the answer, then I take action. So everything is getting aligned and falling into place. Yeah, yeah. This is how it has been. Yeah,
So it's really been struggles and obstacles that has been presented that have been hard to accept and no way because it's so scary when we don't know what's on the other side.
yeah,
As that like sounds like an IKC journey that is in, it's been for the better. There's
yeah,
going on and you
yeah,
develop as you go and
yeah,
over sorts of obstacle and that's just been amazing. Uh, Going through it, I would love to just hear some more about your overall experience with the entire program. Uh,
yeah.
so if anything stood out in your mind that something that
Mhm.
out of you like it's your adult experience and how it has been on this year.
Yeah, so I want to say I think words are not enough for me to express how grateful I am because really it's just like the program is like so well structured that it takes you from like smooth to a little more challenging. And like first you really get to know yourself, and I think that's the most important thing that somebody can do for themselves, because when you know who you are, then you know what you want, and then you know what is aligned with your life, and that brings a lot of peace. Yeah, life is complicated, sometimes it gets tough, but when you know who you are and what you want, then you have filters, you have core values, and you have the tools to know where you're standing and where you're heading. And I just like the program has been amazing for me because it changed my life. It changed who the perspective of me, and it also broke a lot of limiting beliefs, and it got me closer to the version of me that I want to be and that I'm becoming. So it's just amazing because first it gave me clarity, then it gave me awareness, then it gave me like the tools to start taking action, and lastly it gave me alignment. And these are like the main four things that I take for myself, and like just discovering my ikigai. That was just like so precious because when you are lost in life and then you finally confirm and find and create who you want to be, it's just something that cannot be expressed with words, but just this feeling of fullness and fulfillment and happiness, and like bliss and love as well. because no matter what happens, even though if there are like ups and downs, you know where you want to be and who you want to be. Yeah. Yeah, so like to sum it up, I think that's mainly it. And also I want to share like my ikigai is like being a traveling therapist. Before I thought like I just wanted to be a therapist, but then like going through the questions made me realize that there are a lot of possibilities and a lot of opportunities, and that there is abundance, and like everything is possible if you take the steps to do it possible. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love that. And that's I remember from one call to the other where, it's something just focused on a when he told me that when you have been seeing how many opportunities they made you after
Yeah.
birthday and diving in and exploring a hikibar or
Yeah.
the overall purpose and finding your direction from taking your purpose and your idea of where you wanted to go and make
Mhm.
tangible into something that's this is where I want to go. This is your
Yeah.
I completely I remember it was an amazing burn and it was just amazing to
Yeah.
see how it's really manifested itself to now also. Uh, which I think is like it's sometimes it's generic and not even somehow work for, but I think anyone here
Yeah.
yeah, you're lucky because you are so much with non-honesty and on the other end, right?
Yeah.
And that's been a bit of change as well, though I'm really on seeing that. Um going over this and yeah, that's amazing. That's
Mhm.
yeah. Um
Mhm.
yeah, you mentioned the other guy. That was a big point and I remember that as well.
Yeah.
Do you feel like there was any certain parts or exercise
Mhm.
specific tools or principles that really stuck with you that you think will change how you're moving forward?
Yeah, yeah, I think to be honest, everything made it possible and everything is so nice. First, like the questions are a gift. They really reveal a lot from yourself, and they guide you towards everything points towards who you want to be and who you are, and that's just so nice. And my favorite exercise was the visualizing. For me, this was the game changer because, like, visualizing myself in my dream life gave me, it revealed to me even things that I didn't know I wanted. And it really, when I was doing the visualization, I was like really connecting with that version of me that wants to that version of me that I want to be, and I felt like that version because I felt the loved, I felt the happiness, I felt the the abundance, and I felt like I was already that person. It was just like leaping through times, it was just like really being that person. And it revealed a lot, like it revealed like my future life, and it was just, I was just so into it that I was crying out of bliss and happiness and love, and I could feel like everything, and that really made me so happy because I was like, wow, so I don't have those things, I'm not that person yet, but I feel like I have those things already, and I feel like I'm that person, and this gets me closer and closer because I loved it so much. I do it every day now. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Is something that you have been practicing ever since and has helped you every day get closer to it.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah.
That in mind, that I remember when you sent me some voice messages, I think,
Yeah.
from it, and you had that experience that you wanted to bear with me, and I remember like
Yeah.
so surreal hearing you from that because you first-handedly experienced and like completely in an instant understood what you could say what manifestation and manifestation whenever is because you
Yeah.
spend the moment and you reflect on it. And that really what I'm hearing now is that because
Yeah.
you got so clear on the vision that you
Mm.
mind were actually there. And now it's essentially just taking that and get because it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
who we did in a way.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I love how you've implemented that into everyday life and how that has made a difference.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's funny how there's like certain estimates and certain small tools, principles that really got, leave a lasting trace.
Yeah.
Day. Um, do you think there was something in the program? This is a hard question. Uh,
Yeah.
that you in the program found that really removed something that you may undermine would have a difference now.
Mm.
It's like every day, not but just changed something. We're not.
Yeah. And another exercise was like the statement. Yeah, this one was also a game changer because it's just so brief and it's just like so comfortable to be around it, and like having it visual, it just like it sums up everything. It sums up the program and it gives you, it's a statement for yourself, and it's a reminder for yourself in the days that you don't feel like being that version of you that you want to be. And that really changed because every time I'm feeling like not doing the things that I know that are gonna take me towards the version of me that I wanna be, I'm like, I go back to this statement and I repeat it like out loud to myself, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it. So this statement has helped me to show up, if I'm tired, but I show up because that's who I want to be. If I'm sad, I show up. If I am happy, I show up. So whatever, it doesn't matter the mood I'm having. Just going back to this statement reminds me of my why and of my purpose, and why I'm doing the things I'm doing, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and exactly.
Yeah.
It's like I think it was Nietzsche that said that if you have any man who has a strong enough why can bear almost how. And it's like
Yeah.
to find that why, and
Yeah.
it's really specific. It can be like a very broad feeling. They can
Yeah.
not something completely bad that to change the world. It could be like I want to live here and do.
Yeah.
It's like it could be reasons in
Yeah.
wide range. But when you find you just get so much more intention behind the actions
Mhm.
and direction and guidance to push you in the direction take.
Yeah.
And I think like that's something hearing you saying that
Mhm.
mission statement is your reminder
Yeah.
to become the person that you've now seen that you wanted to become,
Yeah.
that you can become. It's your intention.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. So that's amazing. And that's really the goal with it. So I'm so happy to hear you say this and
Yeah.
that this has made a difference for me. Um apart from the visualization, blinded
Mhm.
by connecting with this person into become, what do you think is one of the things that has changed the most and will continue to like change your future
Mhm.
compared to before the program? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, like one of the things that changed the most was myself. Yeah, because through the program, since I realized like who I am and what I bring to others and to myself as well, my attachment style, I would say, was the one that changed the most because I was somebody who I was not speaking up for myself. I was a people pleaser. And I was leaving myself at last, and I was self-abandoning constantly because I was giving so others would give me. But what I discover is like if I take care of myself and if I'm fine, I can give to others and I'm not expecting for them to give me because my needs are taken care of. I'm taking care of my needs. Also, just like finding my purpose changed my life because I feel so happy that I don't need external validation, you know, because I know who I am, I know what I want, and that brings a lot of peace because you know, like even though sometimes life takes you on a different path, you always know where you want to be. And oh, that brings a lot of alignment and a lot of peace with it. And also my mindset has changed a lot. Like I was living from this scarcity mindset, like, oh, there are not opportunities and obstacles and it's difficult and this is not for me and blah blah blah. But now my mindset is like there is abundance, there are opportunities, I can do it, I will do it. Like God and the universe have everything there, everything is there, and it's just a matter of you like taking them for you, you know, like everything is available, and it's just like a matter of you like doing something about it and showing up, just showing up, really. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that sentence you mentioned that and
Yeah.
as well like this show. I think
Yeah.
true when you're consistently sharp up for not only who you are, but also
Mhm.
you aspire to be. That's where you start to receive the things that
Mhm.
because it's all you. You just
Yeah.
be open to receiving it, and you have it to be clear enough on what it is you want to receive. Because
Yeah.
then it just comes, and it's just being
Yeah.
see that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Um, we mentioned, and I would say that was saying that's been beautiful about the journey in this
Yeah.
days because it's been like a month, almost a month since we really I stopped the program. Now
Yeah.
I would love to hear your thoughts on this. It has isn't allowed. What has that like brought other than just I made a perfect basic person to be
Yeah.
all right?
Yeah.
What has alignment in particular meant and their life going forward, do you think?
Yeah, yeah. Through the whole program, I didn't realize, but like in the last exercise we had, like it was just like going back and revisiting everything. It was just so amazing because I was like, what? Like everything is so well connected and aligned. And I was like, it's just so good because it validates that my purpose is doable, it's possible, and that it's aligned with who I am, what I like, my passions, and it's just so magical because it brings stability and it brings peace. And it also, I don't know, it gives you this, for me, it means love because like my mind, my heart, my purpose are aligned, and it's love and peace, you know? And it's just like I don't know how to express it with words, but it's just like flowing in life, like flying, like being light, you know? I don't know. Yeah, harmony. That's the word that I was. Yeah, yeah.
I feel you, and that's exactly there's always a bunch of ways to look at what is the difference between law of attraction, manifestation, law of vibration, and the
Mhm. Yeah.
so you're saying like bringing everything in harmony.
Mhm.
The law of vibration, having
Yeah.
the right vibration, where we are
Oh, yeah.
on the vibration that we are on, and
Yeah.
that's the exact moment when you truly get closer or actually just become the person you want to be is when you have the clarity and you become to vibrate on that,
Yeah.
vibration, that frequency.
Mhm. Yeah. Totally. Yeah, I totally agree with this because when you're vibrating on this frequency of love, abundance, and like all the things that you were asking for, because I was someone who was demanding from others and from life and from God, but I stopped doing it because once I felt aligned, everything started falling into place and everything just started coming. Because I was glowing this that yeah, I'm full, I'm loved, I'm enough, then everything started coming easily and I was like, what is this? For years I've asked for this and now I'm not asking for it because I feel it and it's coming and it's just like, what is this? You know, what kind of magic, you know? So it's just amazing because it has allowed me to be my most authentic self because I'm just being, and it's so beautiful because I'm just being, and the right people are coming, the right situations are coming, doors are opening, opportunities are coming, and I feel like my best, you know? Yeah.
So that was magic, and the magic
Yeah.
is inside you, but it's just
Yeah.
finding it and letting it out and knowing how it's
Mhm.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Totally.
So I would love to speak with you about this for hours. Well, schedule's a key. Uh,
Yeah.
before we wrap up, I would love to, and I know this is a very hard one, but if you had to describe what you have gained from the program,
Mhm.
what would that be? What would that sound?
The three words. Ooh. So I would say first, myself. Yeah. First, myself. Second, my purpose. And third, alignment. Yeah. 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 This would be the three words. Yeah. Mhm.
And if you had to, now I'll give you a little more than 3 words. If you had to split
Okay.
senses,
Okay.
uh,
Okay.
what the journey from the program is, like looking back, how it has been.
Mm-hmm. I would say it's the best decision I could take. And it has been a beautiful journey from finding and creating who I was and who I am. And also like going through it all with the ups and downs, with the obstacles and everything, because thanks to the obstacles, I am who I am now. Um, and also like just enjoying, enjoying the nice parts, the difficult parts, and just being and just like being grounded on the present, but also being intentional towards the version of you that you want to be. And I totally resonate with something that you say often, and it's just like it's a never ending journey. But the most important thing is just like to be there and to enjoy it as it comes, and to be intentional towards where you're heading, right? And yeah, I would describe it as magical and as just I don't know, magical. I don't have other words. Yeah. Yeah.
If you, I really liked how you put that phrase on it. That s-
Mhm,
s-
mhm.
it reminded me, or it made me think of it. You had to, talk to yourself before you jump, or
Ooh, yeah.
you say to that person. Then, like, I don't know if words of encouragement or like you have to do this, but what would be message to that person from someone
Mm,
not through this journey of been?
mhm. So I would
Oh, so we are back again. We just had a quick break, but Anthony's back.
yeah, energy went off. So what I would tell somebody who is maybe hesitating or wants to start is like, if you are here, it's because you're meant to be here. And deep inside, you know that you want to do better, that you want to change, and that this is something that you deserve. And I know that there might be also another part of you who is hesitant and resistant because let's be honest, changing is uncomfortable, and we all know that. But I can tell you, like, if you take this decision, you won't regret it because it's a gift from yourself to yourself. So it's like a gift from your future self to your present self. And do it with fear. Show up tired, show up sad, show up and just show up and do it. And like the best thing that you can do to show up for yourself first is just to start the journey. And this is what I would tell. Yeah.
I think your previous self would have been very happy to hear that.
Yeah. And you got this. It might seem challenging, but you got this. This is something that I would tell myself. Yeah. Yeah.
I think the hardest part is really taking the first step. And
Yeah.
it's like a quote that I always, or two, actually, I cannot choose, but s- you know, you do not have to be great to start. You have to start great. But also, like, in terms of if being great is perhaps not necessarily your goal, but your goal is just to get to know yourself, and those into new version of yourself you want to become. You get closer to your best potential, your best self. That quote of like, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step.
Yeah,
Really like taking the
yeah,
step. And that first step is just so, I mean, like, yes, it's a never ending journey, and I'm on the journey. You're still on the journey. I mean, I'm so excited as the person you work here with you, seeing how much we learn together on this journey together. And you've done the hardest part, and like that would be the first step. I think that will bear gifts for the rest of your life, especially if it's anywhere close to Hollywood's different week. My first steps. I can't imagine where it will take me in the future. And
yeah.
yeah, I really appreciate you for coming on and sharing your experiences and
My pleasure.
everything you've gone through, your ups and downs, and what you gained, and your aspirations for the future and how it will and continue to just be amazing. Like going forward.
Thank you. Yeah.
Is there anything last words you'd like to say that I've missed not asking about or anything?
I'd say you've asked the right questions, and I would only like to say thank you because all of this, sure, I did the hard part, but also having you as my guide, as my mentor, as a friend, as somebody there made a difference. And as I told you at the beginning, you were that bridge that also led me to be where I am at right now and to be who I am also at this moment. And this is something I don't have the words to say thank you for. And yeah, I'm just so happy I met you, and I'm so happy that we're sharing this journey together, and that I'm grateful that God and the universe put you on my way. Yeah.
Pleasure is mine. It's been amazing to be able to, and I'm looking so much forward to see how it will continue to go, and sharing the journey together because that's
Mm,
what we're doing.
totally.
I supported you going through your journey. Been usage percent. Now we're the steps together and
Yeah.
continuing to explore more this beautiful thing called life.
Totally. Yeah.
That's everything from me. Thank you so much for coming here and sharing everything, and I can't wait to see what the future has.
Yeah. Thank you so much as well. And I really enjoyed it. So thank you.